Insectoids hold the claim that before mankind they were here on Earth, have also been coded to be from a parallel universe. A sapient reptoid race that was allegedly dumped here by another vastly superior reptilian race known as the Tiamashian, who came from another dimension. And their point of entry into our universe were through the interdimensional portals in the zone of Thuban and Alwade systems. And they are known by their high technological superiority, advancement in warfare capabilities, and have apparently terraformed the planet and placed seals and other control devices in deep underground tunnels, cities, and bases across the entire Earth. The Nazi government were one of the first groups in modern history to be contacted by the Dracos and reportedly constructed an alliance for world domination and supremacy. Radiocarbon dating proof of reptile races from archaeological evidence which has recently resurfaced in modern-day Iraq were small statues of lizard people, placing their origins approximately 50,000 years ago. A chief expert ufologist and an abductee phenomenon researcher, Barbara Batholik, was an empath and highly intuitive, labored endlessly to carefully document every facet of a person's alien abduction experiences. She also knew the negative aliens manipulated the energy centers and emotions of the alien abductees in order to nourish and empower themselves at the expense of the abductees. This process is being played out on a macro-society-wide scale. Alien abduction is an all-out assault on the abducted humans. Now, before you think you can finally break out of the alien reptilian humanoid hybrid synthetic false light dominion, slavery and hierarchy, there are things you need to remember. We spend almost 1/3 of our lives sleeping. Human awareness in a dreamscape suffers from what military fighter pilots refer to as cognitive saturation. Cognitive saturation happens when a pilot of a high-jet aircraft receives too much visual stimuli as not to be able to properly control his speeding aircraft for a few critical seconds. Now, I'm not here to neither amuse nor entertain you, but to offer you a direct, relevant product info value in exchange for your time, energy, and attention. For whatever you decide to do or not to do with this knowledge, well, that is entirely your ball game to play. Now, despite being paraphysical entities and mesmerizers par excellence, reptilians can shape and influence a dreamscape experience to suit their devious and sordid ends. Moreover, a reptilian may diminish what little lucidity and awareness a human may have in the dreamscape. Reptilians are intimately familiar with the way the human mind works, and in particular how to create certain imagery and set the mood of a dream. With their psychic third eye, they are able to do an experience scan in your memory banks prior to abduction or dreamscape manipulation, acting upon this pre-abduction intelligence. The reptilian may appear to the abductee as someone he or she had a crush on back in high school. At the same time, the libido is revved up by the reptilian. Not only are they able to manipulate a human being's erogenous zone, remember, brainwave function is controlled and regulated by certain hormones and alkaloids released into the brain and other parts of the body by certain glands. As Barbara Batholik pointed out, the reptilians know everything about us. The track reptilian hive consciousness. One of the principal methods of conditioning and behavior modification is through dreamscape manipulation. This clearly describes the track reptilian control over humans in general, and their reptilian hybrids in particular. The reptilians hold the tactical ground in the astral dreamscape, by dint of the fact that most humans are not lucid dreamers, and the reptilians are at home in the astral dreamscape. See, Barbara Batholik, a chief ufologist and abductee research phenomenon expert, was an empath and highly intuitive. She labored endlessly to document every facet of a person's alien abduction experiences,